This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ, or Iglesianicristo.
A community united in faith with one purpose: building stronger connections together.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to today's episode of Coastal Collective Thankful Reflections. Today is Saturday, December 20, and it is a beautiful Saturday morning here in OCC, and I'm really excited for our heartwarming topic for today. I'm joined by my co-host.
Hello, everyone. My name is Brother Andrew Tedros here at the local congregation of Anaheim, and it is so true indeed. I just want to say, truly grateful for the weather. It's such a nice early morning, nice sunny day. And I cannot wait for the rest of our broadcast. But it's not just us two here for our Thankful Reflections broadcast. We are also joined by our wonderful and special host.
Hello, my name is Brother Addison Zatelli, also from the local of Anaheim. Very excited to be here today and also very thankful.
Yeah, so Sister Jenica, what do we have in store for our Thankful Reflections?
Well, Brother Andrew, Brother Addie, we have a lot to share. We are so thankful for so many things throughout this year, so many experiences and memories that we've made. So we just want to share a few of our highlights from the year and share a bit about what we are thankful for, and also share some of our shout outs for those, our family and friends who we are thankful for and who have helped us get through this year.
Yes.
So to start, we have a little show and tell activity. We all brought items of different experiences or moments that represent gratitude to us. Does anyone want to begin?
I think we should let our very special guest
Brother
begin.
Addie,
Okay,
yes.
I'll go ahead.
I wonder what it is.
Yeah. It is a volleyball.
Whoa!
So the reason why I brought this today was because I've always been a fan of the sport and have played since I was a little kid. But it was very special this year because we were able to play and prepare for our Unity games earlier in the year with our whole local, and everyone was coming out for the practices. So it's nice to really see the bonding between all of our CFOs, from the little kids all the way up to our bookloods, everyone participating and just having fun. And then on the day of our Unity games, also being able to really play our hearts out and have a lot of fun during the activity.
Yeah, and what did you win?
We played in men's advanced and won for the first time, I think, in like more than 5 years.
Ooh, shout out to Anaheim, the volleyball team and basketball team. You guys did awesome. What do you love most about the sport?
I think probably the hustle factor, because I think if you ever have seen me play or can imagine me playing, it's most of the time I'm in one position or like in one spot, and then the next you'll see me like everywhere else.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We see that a lot from he's very known for that. If you have a moment, do you have a very special moment ingrained in your mind?
I do actually, and it's actually on video as well if you are able to find it. There was, I think the score was 23-22, and we were down 1 point still, and we were down, I think, like by 5 points earlier in the set. But there was a ball that was just tipped right over, and I was in the back row. I dove to my left, got the ball with my left hand, and then dove straight into the bench.
Oh.
So yeah, it was very fun.
Brother Addie is super good at volleyball. Who trained you, or like how did you become so invested in the sport?
So when I was like very little as a child, I would watch all the adults play because I was definitely too small to play. So I would just be like on the sidelines watching and trying to like learn the sport. And then I remember the first time, I think my mom definitely taught me a lot in terms of especially like setting and just the overall rules of the game. But I remember the first time I played, they put me in and I was really excited. And then the first play, one of the adults like spiked the ball straight down and it hit my face.
Core memory.
No.
But it was a good experience overall, and I've been playing ever since, so
Yes.
stuck with it.
And I hope that you continue playing.
Yes.
Especially next year.
Mhm.
for our local Unity games.
We could definitely use your help in coaching us.
Yeah.
But you are truly an MVP when it
Yeah.
comes to volleyball and in Unity games. And very grateful for Unity games here in our district and the different sports that all our brethren get to play.
Yes. And of course, shout out to Sister Arlene Sateli.
Yes.
Also an MVP for our volleyball team here in Anaheim. Okay, so that wraps up Brother Addison's gratitude item. Do you want to go next, or do you want me to
Yeah,
go
I can
next?
go on next. Um, this year, there were so many moments that I am grateful for. I think if I were to pick one experience that I am most grateful for, it's for the International Kadiwa Meet and Greet in Nagoya, Japan. And I'm very thankful for the church administration for approving activities such as this. It was the first of its kind in a while. And it was my first time traveling internationally in almost a decade. So, as nervous as I was to travel, I was very excited to be with fellow Kadiwa around the world gathered together in one place. And I have some photos that I would like to
Show
share.
us.
Just some of a recap of the activity. Let's see. So this first photo is from one of the days of the events. So it was when you all got to meet each other and have a small program and socialization with lots of food, booths, and activities. So it was very fun and heartwarming getting to meet other brethren from around the world and definitely partake in all the activities.
What was your favorite, just for that picture, what was your favorite activity that happened that day?
Oh, for this photo, it's not in the photo itself, but behind the scenes, there were different booths of there was a tea booth. You got to try different teas from Japan. A booth where you could try different snacks, and also activities where you could learn the language and even write your name in Japanese. So it was really cool and fun to experience. Other photos I have, if you could see. Oh, this was my favorite road trip snack or treat. It was, let me show Brother Addy. It was the pancakes that you could get at the convenience store with fried chicken. So you could honestly put it together and make your own sandwich, and it tasted like almost like a McMuffin or a Chick-fil-A sandwich. So it was really good, and it was like our go-to meal before and after activities.
And very convenient. I hear the
Yes.
convenience stores are very
Yes, the convenient.
Very convenient.
more convenient.
This photo is when I got to experience making my own matcha. So I did get to go to Uji in Kyoto and visit a matcha farm and also learn how to make matcha and learn how to mill the powder. So it was really cool and fun to experience since I do love matcha.
I didn't know there was a matcha farm. I
Yeah.
thought you just like
I
I thought
just
there
Where
would be a
did the
matcha
matcha
factory,
leaves
but
come
not a
from?
farm.
Yeah, so I learned a lot about why the climate in Japan is very important for producing matcha leaves, or green tea leaves. So really cool and fun. This photo is of myself on one of the tours that we did in the train museum in Nagoya. So that was also really cool to experience. And then the last photo, I believe it was in Kyoto by the river. So very nice to experience because it's so peaceful and serene over there. So I really enjoyed my time overall in Japan.
Wow.
That's definitely a core memory.
Yes, definitely.
And I wish the rest of us went to
Yeah.
Japan, huh?
Me too.
I mean, out of all of those amazing pictures, was there like a certain favorite? It doesn't even have to be from your pictures, but any core memories or any wonderful memories that you'd like to share?
I think the overall experience was a core memory, getting to meet other Kadiwas who share similar interests and hobbies as well. We got to meet some brethren who also play volleyball. So it was really cool to see. Shout out to our friends from Australia who
Wow.
wanted to start a volleyball day there. So it was really fun to hang out with all of them and meet you all. But yeah, just the overall experience and of course the worship service.
Yes. And maybe one day we could have a volleyball World Cup or something.
Yes, and Brother Addy will be playing.
Yes. Okay. I think it's time for me now
Yes.
Yes.
to share. I couldn't choose. So I brought in a few items. But I think we can start with these two. Sorry, these two items that I have. The first of them is a CWS pin. So, oop,
Oh.
the vacuum fell out. But, I am a CWS teacher, and we take care of a lot of kids here in Anaheim. So I'm always very grateful to be able to perform my duties. And of course, seeing the kids every Sunday, seeing them so happy to be there, and seeing how their faith is already so strong at such a young age, it truly makes my heart glad and joyous. And it's in line with Sister Jenica's International Kadiwa Activity Conference. I wanted to shout out District Kadiwa. This isn't from this year, but this is last year. This is something we get given as sort of a this is where your committee is. This is what your committee is.
Reveals.
Committee reveals. And we had a lot of activities these past few months, and I'm grateful to be able to do those activities with both of you, right? Because all of us are in District Kadiwa, as well as INCRadio. So we get to do these activities, but I also get to do it with you guys, with such a family of brethren and dedicated officers. I kind of want to list out all the activities we had in November. We had our Coastal Collective launch.
Yes, we did.
The very first weekend. And then the next weekend, we had our EVM Cup. And then the following weekend, we had our Binhi Recognition Day. And then we had our Musical Evangelical Mission. And then we just wrapped up our Kadiwa Formal. So it was back to back.
Literally back
back.
to back to back.
And then we had our family fun day. So truly grateful for all the memories and grateful to experience it all with you guys.
Yeah. All right. I also kind of can already see what the next item is, but I'll let you introduce it yourself.
I could introduce the other ones in. I think there's a few more other questions in there. I feel like we could. I could wait for that.
Yeah, well, shout out to District CFO, District Kadiwa for all of your hard work and your sacrifices, especially in the past few weeks. As Brother Andrew mentioned, it was a lot of memories to be made with each other. And despite how busy we were, it was very much well fulfilled and worthwhile because we got to perform with each other and the rest of our officers as well. And thank you to all the CWS officers in our district for all that you do to take care of our INC kids. We appreciate all that you do, and we are very much grateful for the CWS organization. Now, Brother Addy, going into our next segment, you shared a bit about what we are all kind of thankful for. You mentioned your sports. Brother Andrew mentioned our district activities and experiences through that. Why is it important that we all remain grateful?
I think it's really important to remain grateful just because I know for a lot of people, especially with how much is going on like day by day, it's really easy to fall into like seeing the worst or like the negatives in life. But I think it's always important to also like be grateful for what we have, as well as kind of like reflect on the year in a positive light. So that way, at least going into the new year, you have something to look forward to, as well as reflect back on. But yeah, that's usually the mindset I have towards it. But yeah, there's just definitely a lot of things to be thankful for, whether it's something really small, really big, or just anything that happens throughout the year.
Yeah, and I think truly it's not always easy, right? To I mean, this year we all have had our personal trials, our tribulations, but I think for me, uh, being grateful really helps us stay grounded,
Mhm.
right? Like in
Mhm.
volleyball, if you're always in the air, you can't really do anything about it, right?
Yes, yes.
I'm
Yes.
just kidding. But it helps me stay grounded, and um, because after a period of like tough times, you kind of just like, wow, I've never had to do this in my life. But then also, I'm grateful because there's so many other things that you know you remember, like, oh wow, I'm still here, I'm still with you guys,
Mhm.
um, and that's what keeps us grounded and allows us to keep moving forward, right?
Yes.
Yes.
How about you, Sister Jenica?
I think for me, definitely starting and ending each day with a prayer of gratitude, just for one, to make it through each day, for the safety that our Almighty God gives us and His protection. And for all that we have experienced throughout the year. It's important to be grateful. I know at times, like as you mentioned, Brother Addie, we get so busy that we might forget of all the things that. All the positive things that have helped us grow. But I think during this time in the year, we all often reflect on what happened this year and what we are thankful for. So it's important to reflect not just at the end of the year, but every day throughout the year, and think of all different ways that we are blessed and surrounded by the people that we love.
Yeah, and I love that I feel like gratitude, there's always some type of energy we receive throughout the day. And I
Mhm.
like what Sister Jenica mentioned. If you end your day in a positive note, in a moment of gratitude, it kind of carries over for the next day. And um and we kind of already all mentioned it in our portions, but is there a certain way we can help uplift each other and support ourselves, and not just ourselves but each other, our family, our loved ones, to have grateful hearts?
Mm.
I will say one way that has really helped this year is the Light Life INC
Oh yes.
Mhm.
social media account of the church. I think it's such a unique platform that has really targeted not only the brethren, but everyone in the world to really get inspiration from the inspirational posts and quotes and sayings that really do resonate with all of us. They are very encouraging. So sometimes I would send it to myself or even my friends and family to kind of inspire them and give them something to look at to start their day.
I have also been seeing those posts. It's
Yes.
really, really nice to
Yeah.
see on social
Very
media,
nice to
especially
see.
with all the brethren reposting it all the
Hmm.
time.
And truly, it also really is nice that you mentioned Light Life, because I think it really it targets everyone for sure, but I think it really targets the youth in the
Yes.
way that their
Hmm.
messaging and their messaging works.
Hmm.
And especially because there's a lot of things happening around the world,
Yeah.
and then you just see like a post from Light Life INC, and it kind of uplifts your day.
Yeah.
Um,
Sometimes you can't really find the words to say to your friends or family who might be going through something, or even yourself. You are at a loss for words and need some sort of encouragement. And it's very easy, like as you mentioned, nowadays with social media and the youth, it's something easily accessible at our fingertips to just save a post that really resonates and helps motivate you.
Yeah, and I also really enjoy seeing all of the Bible verses posts as well, with
Hmm.
like the the background. It's a nice reminder of what um we should be grounded in, and it's sort of similar to Light Life, where um the messaging um really reaches through your heart, and it really takes hold of it, and it inspires you for the rest of the day. So what about you, Brother Addy? Is there any ways that you can think of that helps us uplift each other? I know both of us have mentioned Light Life.
Mhm.
Has there anything that you've done throughout this past year or are planning to do?
I think one simple thing is just like in casual conversations, just showing your appreciation for others. Sometimes I know it might feel awkward or unnecessary, but I feel like it's always a thing that goes a long way. And just letting people know, like the people close to you, or just someone that you work with constantly, just
Hmm.
thanking them for all that they do. Like for example, you two. I know we always are always seeing each other almost every other day or
Yeah.
every week at church. So it's always nice to just be able to work with you, as well as just thank you for all that you would do as well.
Yeah, of course. And thank you to all of us, right? We're
Mhm. A
all
collective.
as a
We
collective.
are
as
Coastal
a coastal
Collective.
collective. So we can move on to our next question. So we found ways that we can uplift each other, we can uplift ourselves and our loved ones. And circling back, I know we mentioned we showed you guys some show and tell items, but now if you look back throughout, the entire year of 2025, if you can believe that it's almost over, what are we most grateful for? And it doesn't have to be like a specific thing or a
Mhm.
memory. It can also be like a lesson that we've learned or um, a moment to cherish or something along that lines. Those lines, sorry.
I see. I think I'm grateful in 2025 for a lot of the interactions I've had with,
Mhm.
like Brother Andrew mentioned, our CWS kids. I feel like anytime we see them throughout the week or at CWS, is just seeing their smiles. It kind of like just brightens your day, cheers you up, and it also
Yeah.
reminds you how, like, even at such a young age, they are already so grounded in their faith, and really, um, you can take inspiration from that at any age, whether you're
Yeah.
Yes.
Binhi Kadiwa or even Booklid. So.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I agree. And I feel like that also kind of ties into my next question because for me, I think I am most grateful for the officers and also the leaders that surround me. In I feel like uh, when there's a lot of district activities, right? There's a lot of things to do. Um, there's always a way for us to be inspired if you open your heart to it.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I think um, if you go through all of these things in your life, but keep an open heart, you can definitely find a lot of things to be grateful for.
Mhm.
And I also I feel like now is a good time to reveal my last. I didn't get to show this during the first portion, but I want to
Ooh,
shout
yes.
out our district Kadiwa president, Brother Jethro J. Narciso. Um, I received his permission to show this before the
Aw.
broadcast. Um, so this is
So cute.
a small stuffy. I don't know what his name is, but Brother Jethro, um, I call him Kui J. He got this for me from Hawaii. He has like a
Aw.
bigger version of it, so I'm like I have the small version because he's my kuya. So um, thank you for all your guidance and leadership for radio, but also for the Kadiwa as well. And truly one of the people who inspire all of us in continuing to perform our holy duties. But yeah, this is just I have this in my dresser, on my dresser. So I was like, okay, I'll bring this.
That's so cute.
I'll
Very
bring this.
thoughtful.
And it's also funny because it's like kind of just as a pineapple and it waddles like a penguin, but it's a shark. But yeah,
That
So
actually
cute.
reminds me of when he gave, or we all had a picture of him from his birthday saying, like, thank you for coming to my birthday or something similar.
Oh,
I still have
yes.
that picture frame.
It's definitely a memorable year for him. So shout out to Brother Jethro J. Narciso, our district Kadua president.
so how about you, Sister Jenica? What are you most grateful for this year?
There are so many things I'm grateful for, as we all shared. I think I'm grateful for good health. I think it's something we often overlook or underestimate sometimes because of just how much we're on the go for the most part every day.
Yeah.
But just the ability to have good health and the strength to perform my duties and go to work and do what I love to do. And I think an extension of that is I'm grateful for to have learned different forms of love and care through family and friends throughout this year, especially in radio. And I want to shout out Coastal Collective and the launch of Coastal Collective for the love that we show to our brethren who are not only on the broadcast, but for the crew who put in so much hard work and effort into the brand.
Yes, and of course, we cannot forget to mention to our live audience if there is something that you are grateful for, please put it in our live chat. Please comment down below and share what your thoughts are on what you are most grateful for. But unfortunately, our time together for this broadcast, just this broadcast, there will be many more broadcasts to be grateful for. Don't worry.
Yes.
But before we end our broadcast, we always do our OCC roundup. This is a segment for us to feature our activities. So we just celebrated our local family fun day, held in every local congregation. And we would also like to preview all of the local year-end celebrations as well. Please be on the lookout for your specific local congregation's year-end celebration. And last but not least, before we move on to our special thanks, do you two have any special greetings or shout-outs that you want to give?
I'll shout out, of course, our local of Anaheim. It was really great to see everyone at the Family Fun Day. Also, shout out to the local of Victorville. We were able to perform there last weekend. It was really nice to see all the brethren and
Aw.
welcoming us for helping out. So that was great.
How about you, Sister Jenica?
I would like to give a shout out to all of INCRadio crew members. This is one of our last broadcasts for 2025, and I'm really excited for what's in store next year. And I want to just express my gratitude and appreciation for all their hard work, not only this year, but all the years that they've been part of this organization.
Yes. And of course, shout out to our live audience, all those who are tuning in this wonderful morning. Thank you for all of your support. But of course, all of this, all of the launch, all of us in INCRadio cannot do this without the help of a very, very few special people. We would especially like to give thanks to our brother Eduardo Vimanalo, our executive minister, brother Angelo Arano Vimanalo, our deputy executive minister, brother Wally Taray, our station manager, brother Hansel F. De Jos, our district minister, brother Joel Narciso, our assistant district minister, brother Andres Nicolas Jr., our district CFO overseer, brother Emmanuel Andaya, our executive producer, and our OCC INCRadio Kuya Tex. And last but not least, thank you again for supporting radio. We have one more broadcast next
Yes,
week.
before the
Please
year ends.
tune in before the year ends. So looking forward to see all of you there. But that is it for our broadcast Thankful Reflections. See you all next week.